Hello, my name is Rabbi Peysach Krohn, and I've come to speak to all of you with love and reverence, all of you who are the parents of children that are on the front line. You know, in Tehillim, David HaMelech writes in Perek Kuf Chof Aleph, Pasuk Daled, Hine lo yonum v'lo yishon Shemei Yisrael. Hashem, who is considered the guardian of Klal Yisrael, he watches at all times. Lo yonum v'lo yishon. He doesn't slumber, he doesn't sleep. He protects and he watches over Klal Yisrael. And I think that your children are so noble in the work that they are doing because they are the Shluchei Hashem. They are the ones that have been chosen to be the Shemei Yisrael, to watch and protect Eretz Yisrael and to protect the pride of Klal Yisrael. How noble it is that your children are doing this tremendous work for the sake of all of us. The Torah tells us that when Jews had to go to war, the Kohen would come and he would speak to them. I would like to read to you from Parsha Shoftim what the Torah tells us. The Kohen would come and he would say to them, Atem krevim hayom lamalchama alayvechem. You're now getting close to fight a war with your enemies. Al yerach levavchem. Your heart should not be faint. Al tiru, do not be afraid. V'al techozpsu, and do not be panic-ridden. And v'al ta'artzu, and don't be broken. Why? Because ki Hashem Elokeichem, Hashem our God, ha'holechem lachem le'lochem lachem imoivechem lo'ishiaschem. Hashem is going to go out in front of you to help you and protect you from the enemies. In other words, every Yid that goes out to battle, for Eretz Yisrael, Hashem is there and He will protect and He is there. And that's why hopefully all of you should feel confidence and pride and know that your children will be victorious. As a matter of fact, Rashi tells us that was the same thing by David in Goliath. Rashi tells us that the Pelishtim, they thought that with Basar V'Dam, the human beings, that's going to help them. But then, of course, it didn't help them. The Pelishtim relied on Goliath, but David HaMelech said to them, I'd like to read to you what he said to them, what he said to Goliath. He said, Vayomer David el HaPlishti. This is in Shmuel Aleph, Perek Yud Zayin, Pasuk Hey, Mem Hey. And it says that David said to the Plishti, Ata bo elai becherev uvechanis uvechidon. You came to me with a sword, a spear, and a javelin. Va'ani bo elecha. But I come to you, b'shem Hashem tzavokos, in the name of Hashem, Elokei Marochos Yisrael Asher Charafta. Hashem is the one who faces the battalions of those who fought and fight against Klal Yisrael, that these people ridiculed. But just know that just like David was able to beat Goliath, who was much stronger than him and much bigger than him, but that's symbolic that when Jews go out to war, they could be outnumbered, but because Hashem is with them, that's what the Pasuk is telling us. That's the history of Jewish people. That's the history of Jewish soldiers. And so all of you should feel confident, be'ezus Hashem, that your children will come back safely and soundly as they do the work of HaKadosh Baruch Hu to be the Shemei Yisrael. I would like to give you a drop of advice, if I may. We know that Stoka Tatzel Mimovas. That's the pasuk that Shlomo HaMelech repeats twice in Mishlei. And I would encourage every single one of you, I am sure that you're giving tzedakah, but you should be giving tzedakah every single day. And that's a protection for all of us. Now, whether you give a small amount or a large amount, it makes no difference. Every day you should be giving. And I'll tell you about an organization called dailygiving.org. If you go online, you'll see that you can sign up. So you're giving $1 a day. And It's so amazing. This organization, they have gotten over 17,000 people already to sign up. This has been going on since 2019. And every day, $17,000 is being given to various organizations every day until they finish giving those organizations, and then they start again. They had an Israeli campaign recently, and they've given millions of dollars to Eretz Yisrael besides the regular 17,000. You could sign up to that, and you have the schus of giving tzedakah every single day. I just want to end just with this story. In Waterbury, Connecticut is one of the states in the United States, and there's a city, Waterbury, that has a yeshiva. There was an Israeli fellow who was learning there. He had already been in the army. He was a sergeant in the army, but after he finished his tour of duty, he came back to learn in the yeshiva. Now, on Shabbos, it was Simchas Torah and Shmini Atzeres for him. He kept only one day. But of course, on Shabbos already, news was filtering in that somehow something terrible was going on in Eretz Yisrael. And he called Matzah Yontif. For him it was Yontif, but for the Americans it was still Simchas Torah. And he called his superior and he said, you got to get back here right away because it's very serious. And he came back into the Beis Medrash and he told everyone that he spoke to his superior and he's going to be leaving on Monday, coming back to Eretz Yisrael to fight in the war. And of course he was so pale and so frail because of the news that he heard from his commander in Eretz Yisrael, his superior. And you know what they did? They gave him a Sefer Torah, and he stood in the middle, and everybody danced around him slowly, and they sang the beautiful song, Achenu Kol Beis Yisrael Hanetzunim Batzara Vashivya. There wasn't a dry eye. They weren't only singing for him, they were singing for your sons as well. They were singing for those that are on the front lines, those that are in danger, in the war, on the front, and in Eretz Yisrael. That's the unity that we all have for you. We love you and we care for you and we daven every single day for you. I just want to tell you that after 9/11, there was a principal who told her children in the high school, in a school here called Sheva High School, and she said that when you say Aleinu, make sure you say all three chapters. And the last one it says, Utzu Eitza V'Sufa, Davru Dova V'Lo Yokum Ki Imanu Kel. We say to the Goyim, we say to the Gentiles, Utzu Eitza V'Sufa, you have your ideas, but it's going to be a null. Dabru Dova, you have ideas, you have plans for Lo Yokum, they won't come to fruition. Ki Imanu Kel. Let us all remember that Hashem is with us. And in that way, if you have that confidence and that amunah and betochen, Hashem will make it that Klal Yisrael, your sons, will be victorious. At night, when we daven Ma'ariv, if we say V'hogin Badenu, V'hosamei Aleinu, Oyev Dever V'chera V'ro V'yogain. Hashem should shield us and protect us from enemies, from sword, and from woe. May this happen in our day. May your sons be safe, and we are all so proud of you. We love you. We daven for you. Hashem should make it that we should be able to all get together soon, together with Mashiach.